Community Kitchen is proudly brought to you by Gemini Catering Equipment at gemcat.com.au. And tonight's episode of Community Kitchen is proudly supported by the Royston Hotel, River Street, Richmond. Unassuming and cosy, with a great craft beer range on draft and in bottles, plus a large menu with all the pub classics. For more, go to roystonhotel.com.au.
Welcome to Community Kitchen. Today we're at the Royston Hotel in Richmond. We're with Simon Keck. A little bit later on we have Burtscher and a song from Emilee South. But right now we are cooking. What are we cooking? All I can see is this.
Yeah, the first green thing you'll have eaten in a month.
It is. We should mention we are shooting this at 8 in the morning the day after Comedy Festival finishes. So
yeah.
Settle in.
Oh yeah.
What have we got?
We're going to make avocado chips. So avocado fries, I guess I should say. Which seems like a weird thing, but trust me, it'll work out really good. And then we'll have them with some tuna steaks.
Yeah?
But we'll do the avocados first.
That sounds like a horrible thing to do to both avocados and chips.
I know, but it's good.
I believe I want them to be good, because right now it feels like they're ruining two good things.
No, it's crispy and creamy.
Do you do a lot of cooking at home, Simon Keck?
I do all the cooking at home.
Really?
My girlfriend is a shit cook.
Ah!
She will tell you that herself.
Okay.
But yeah, she's not the greatest. But that's cool. We've kind of got that good relationship where she'll...
Your hand's really close to that blade.
It's all right. It's okay. I've done this before.
With this fancy knife, is this yours?
No, I don't know what that is.
It
feels
fancy.
like that's like crinkle cut to make the chips extra good. So I cook pretty much everything at home. But she cleans. She'll do the washing up.
That's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal.
That's a sweet deal.
Do you have other hobbies? Is cooking your hobby?
I think comedy could be my hobby. It's debatable at this point.
Shh, don't. My mum watches this, and don't give her any ideas.
Yeah. No, it's a career, Grandma.
Oh, you cut that with the real knife. I tried to cut it with the that was where I went wrong.
Hobbies, yeah, I cycle a lot.
Yeah. I
don't know if I'd call that a hobby or just...
Do you wear lycra?
I do. I recently...
That's a hobby then. You've committed.
Yeah, I normally never did, but my mum for Christmas got me a Spider-Man lycra suit.
Oh yeah, well...
Because if you're going to wear lycra, do it properly.
Yeah.
Writing, I guess, would probably be my hobby.
Yeah.
I tend to do that a lot.
What's your system for writing?
I tend to just sit and wait for something to happen. It depends how... I don't know, you're probably the same, where you just get one idea where it suddenly hits you and you're like, okay, I know what I need to do.
And I get heaps of ideas all of the time.
Yeah, just constant.
I just batting them away like flies.
Never stops.
What do you think you'll be like when you're old?
I don't want to be a cranky person. I feel like I won't be that. I'd like to be like the wise old hippie stoner kind of dad. I feel like that would be a fun dad to be.
Yeah?
Like to get the nickname Rocco for no reason. And just, terrorise my teenage daughters.
So we're going to batter these?
We're going to batter these, yeah. So we're going to do the full thing. So we give them like a light dusting of flour.
So in the egg? And then in the crumbs?
Yeah. So egg and then crumbs.
Egg and panko. Alright, I still don't really trust these, Simon Keck.
Ye of little faith.
So, okay. Alright, there's a segue. Faith.
Faith, yeah. Half of my family is... so I've got, like, on my mum's side, born-again Christians.
Oh, yeah.
Muslims.
What were they the first time?
Catholic. She would have been raised Catholic. So I've got Catholics, born-again Christians, Muslims. Yeah, and that's just mum's side of the family.
That's quite a lot of variety.
It seems good, but no one really talks and gets along, much like religion.
So what's the next step now that we're both filthy?
We should probably try and rinse our hands before we do anything else.
So what are we up to now, Simon?
We're going to make a little bit of a sauce to pop the chips into, just in case, because you doubt me. So I bought my secret Louisiana hot wing sauce, which is, I used to live in Atlanta when I was about like 14 or 15.
Oh yeah.
And grew up with this stuff there. It's so good. Amazingly delicious.
What else do you remember about Atlanta if not sweet mayonnaise?
I remember it being like really green. So I was there kind of just near the actual Olympics, the '96 Olympics in Atlanta.
Oh, that's a horrible noise.
Yeah. Does that set your teeth on edge?
No, I don't like that at all. Oh, it's horrible. No, it's mixed. It's mixed.
No, I think we can do just a little more. All right, next.
I don't know if I've ever eaten tuna not from a can.
You haven't lived, my friend.
Oh, I've lived. Just not around enough tuna.
Beautiful.
That's quite a big fish, I guess.
Yeah. It's such a big industry as well, like catching
But
just...
they're such little cans. I never imagined them being a big fish.
No, massive fish. They sell for so much, especially like the sashimi ones. Like in Japan, it's such a big industry. Like you get just like one whole big tuna is like millions of dollars. All right, so yeah, we're pretty much just...
All right, so we're ready to fry these up?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are going to now deep fry the chips that you have zero faith in.
I have zero faith in the chips.
Which is fine, that's fine. Actually...
How are you finding working in a bigger kitchen?
Good. I really love cooking, so I'm kind of excited to be... I feel like I'm playing with the big boys.
Who taught you to cook?
My mum. My mum is a very practical lady. She's given me lots of... I think she just really wanted me to find a girl and sort of settle down. So she's always given me these really great advice sort of things on being like a decent guy.
What's the other advice?
The best bit of advice she ever gave me in regards to women is the best foreplay you can give a woman is a clean house.
That is good advice.
I just changed your lives forever. She gave me this one bit of advice to keep your fingernails clean, because girls appreciate good fingernails, like clean fingernails, which I always thought was weird, but then once I became more sexually active, I was like,
gross,
I think I see where you're heading with that.
This is community television. You're cooking avocado chips.
Yeah.
Let's not sully them.
It's early in the morning.
It's so early in the morning. Are you a morning person?
I never used to be, but then I dated one, and now I sort of am by default. Because she just gets up really early, and then when she's awake, I'm awake.
I find I get really bad nightmares if I go to bed too early.
Really?
Yeah, bad ones. One of the reoccurring ones is that I have to play tennis against the entire cast of Everyone Loves Raymond at once. I always lose.
That doesn't sound like a nightmare. That sounds amazing.
No, it's a nightmare. My mum's always watching in the stands, and I'm always losing. All right, well, cook these ones.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch them. I'm going to stay clean.
Why do you want to touch them? You want to get in there, the texture.
No, not yet. I've eaten it raw. I just don't want to touch them. Right, well, I'm going to go and have a chat with Pat.
Cool.
Out in the bar. You get those sizzling. We'll come back and taste them in a little bit.
All right.
And we'll take a break, and we'll see you afterwards on Community Kitchen.
Let's do it. Oh, yeah.
If you've just joined us on Community Kitchen, we're sitting here at the Royston Hotel in Richmond with Pat Burtscher. Pat Burtscher, how are you? This is the day after Comedy Festival, and we are we're good though. We're going to get through it all.
I think so. I've been through worse.
What have you been through?
Just life.
Yeah.
Right? If I had to I think I'd have a hard time selling life to someone that wasn't alive, that hadn't experienced it. You know, I think that would be really
give me
tough.
your pitch.
I'd be like, hey, you want to go through something that you really don't have to, and someone else made you go through it. You know, like and there's a lot of bad stuff involved and good stuff, but like I don't even know how to explain life to someone that wasn't.
You should probably do that before you make the advertisement.
Yeah, that's the thing. I never really thought about it. I just thought about it now.
What do you think you would be good at selling, if not life?
I'm horrible at selling stuff. I had to, because I don't like, the thing is, I don't like trying to manipulate people into getting things they don't really need.
Okay.
You know, and that's what selling things is, really.
Yeah.
You
How's
know?
flyering for your festival show?
Oh, it was all right, because I wanted people to go to it.
Okay.
But I hated flyering
Okay.
at the same time, because I don't like interrupting people and selling them things that they might not like. I'm like, hey, you want to come to my show? And then I convince them, and then they're there, and then I can see whether or not they're liking it. You see their faces. At least when you sell someone something, they walk away with the product, and then they get angry at you in their own home.
How would you like to fix the world, Pat?
Through just hugging people. I don't know.
What do you worry about?
I don't want to cry.
What's the weirdest thing that you believe in?
I guess that people, the weirdest things I believe in.
What gives you hope?
What gives me hope is that there's still people solving problems. Like that no one's given up. You know how there's like people that are like, oh, this one guy wrote an article and he's like a scientist and he said we're all screwed. But it's just because one old guy's like pissed off. He may have had a bad day or a bad week, and then he just is like, hey, you know what? I'm pretty high in the pecking order of these scientists, so I'm just gonna mess with everyone's life and be like, yeah, we're screwed. And then it might not even be true. Because the thing that's weird about that, when someone says that, when they're like a scientist, is like they're saying something's definite when science is supposed to be held up to scrutiny and stuff like that. So by saying like the world's over, it's just stupid, I think, because there is potential to save it. The only way it's over is once it's finished.
Yes.
Before that, there's still hope to change it and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what the dinosaurs said.
Yeah. No, but that was an asteroid, right? And they didn't have telescopes, so they saw it way too late. Like
they
if
had
they
those
had
ones
telescopes,
with a really long neck, though.
Yeah,
They should have seen it coming.
That was it. Maybe they did tell people, but they didn't have the ability to communicate it.
It's just all the dinosaurs hanging out, the one with the long neck just freaking out.
Yeah, and it was only like milliseconds before the other ones, because he wasn't that high.
Unless he saw it coming for a while.
Yeah, and he was like on a hilltop.
Yeah.
Or she, or
It
it.
could have been a lady dinosaur.
Maybe been a pterodactyl, because they were even higher. See?
Do you like history?
I like history, but I don't like how it's usually told by the victors, and it's usually like manipulated and stuff like that. And I don't like how people base a lot of things off the past. And it's just like they hold on to things because of history, and there's like national pride and all that other bullshit that's like keeping people from changing and becoming better people.
Do you have national pride?
No, because I was born in Austria but raised in Canada and all this other stuff. So I know it doesn't really matter where you come from, and I think that stands in the way of a lot of things. And pride in anything, like even people that like a specific sports team. I don't know.
What was the last thing you felt proud of yourself for doing?
This.
Or being
No.
this? Yeah, getting up in the morning.
Yeah, and making it here. I was like,
It's weird.
I mean, it's raining and I didn't give up.
Because we gigged last night. We were in a
Yeah.
bar at 1 in the morning, and then we're back at the bar at 8 in the morning.
We're like pensioners.
Just staring. We don't have
We're like old coal miners or something.
What's coming up for you now, Pat Burtscher? What's coming up?
Well, I'm gonna be looking for some gigs just to like mess around, and then next week I'm doing the road show, the Victoria leg of it, and after that I'm going to Sydney, doing some gigs there, and then
Going back to Canada.
Yeah.
Well, we'll put your website up and all the important things.
It's not updated. You can put it up.
Yeah, we should put it up,
Yeah.
and then people get it's not updated. But
Because my brother's supposed to do it, but he's busy building a house.
do you want to ask him? You can ask him into the camera to update
Just
your website.
update my webpage, please, David. Thanks.
There you go. It's all done now.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Oh, cool.
So the loophole. Did you have a good festival? Have you had a fun time in Australia?
Yeah, overall, but I don't know if I'd do it again because it's too much.
It is a long time. It's fun though.
Yeah. If I did it again, I'd do it for a shorter run.
Okay.
Yeah, or if someone paid me to fly out here, then I'd do it.
But did you have a good time? What did you do?
Yeah, I had more fun outside my show, I think.
Yeah.
No, the show was fun. It was just, it's pretty intense to do that for a month. Or I was here since January, and I don't really have an address at the moment, so it's sort of like there's no headquarters.
You need a headquarters.
Yeah, you need a headquarters. You need a mission of like a base.
I like doing the shows. I don't like flyering. I kind of love staying out until 5 in the morning every night for a month, but it's not healthy.
No.
I like eating terrible food late at night with friends, and I got to do that every night for a month.
Yeah, that's the best part about it. It's sort of
thing.
like summer camp.
It's gross, disgusting grown-up summer camp. I'm just, do you eat just KFC? It's 3 in the morning on a Tuesday. Well, we ate it last night at 3 a.m., so I guess, why not? Good.
Yeah, but it's funny too, because the more you do festivals, like people get older, and then they stop going out as much. That's what I found. Like with some of my friends, they'd just be like, I'm going home. And it would be like 1. Whereas before, it would be like, they'd be getting kicked out of the bar.
See, I don't drink. I just hang around and eat
No, but
KFC.
even if they were just hanging out.
Just hang around
and
eat
eat KFC. That's
I don't think I'm going to stop doing that either.
Oh, that's great. That'll give you a long life right there. Full of physical ailments.
I'm not going to stop doing it. I will get sick and die. That'll just happen.
But you'll die happy.
Hello, if you've just joined us, we're sitting at the Royston Hotel in Richmond with Simon Keck, and we are just about to test his tuna steaks and the chips that I've been very suspicious about.
I tell you what, you have little faith. Get in there. Go on.
These ones?
Yeah. They should be good enough.
They're good, but they're not chips.
Well, no, they're avocado chips.
Avocado fritters.
Yeah,
You're right.
somewhere in there.
I'll give you a fritter.
I'll upgrade it to fritter.
That's really good, Simon.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to mess tuna up. Just cook it sear it. Just sear it.
So, what's coming up for you now?
Hopefully a lot of sleep day after the
Yeah,
comedy
definitely.
festival. Then I'm going to Sydney Comedy Festival and doing the show I did last year, Knob Happy Sock.
I saw that one. I liked it.
It went really well. So I'm going to do that, which will be fun.
Yeah, it will be. We'll put it up on the screen, your website and everything.
Right.
People in Sydney can go down and have a look. And people in Melbourne who've seen it can recommend you.
Yeah, please do. Because Sydney's, it's tricky because it's like my hometown, but I haven't been there.
What else are you going to do while you're there?
Go and see my families of many different religious backgrounds and probably just hang out with friends. That's kind of the best bit. It's sort of hard. You never really get a good vacation when you go back home because you've got to fit everybody in, or you're a bad person because you missed that one person. So I'm trying to get as much as I can into like a week.
You'll make it.
Yeah, it'll be easy.
Well, thank you very much for coming and cooking delicious tuna and suspicious chips today with us on Community Kitchen.
They're fritters.
We'll say thank you to the Royston Hotel in Richmond for having us. Thank you to Pat Burtscher, and we'll leave you with a song from Emilee South. We'll see you next week.
Every time I ride down the alleyway, the sun is shining bright, but I'm on the other side. Every time I try to stay a little dry, it's not easy to do when I ride the alleyway. Well, I just arrived to this warm paradise, and I couldn't be more at ease. With the sun on my skin, let the madness begin on this island so far across the seas. The story begins when I started to sing, and it took me all over the town. It's like giving into a whirlwind, one that turns everything upside down. Every time I ride down the alleyway, sun is shining bright, but I'm on the other side. Every time I try to stay a little dry, it's not easy to do when I ride the alleyway. It only takes one and it's just too much fun, and I just can't say no to it all. Then I'm down to the bottom of another damn bottle. If you like it or not, I'll follow on. And now my phone, it just won't stop ringing. Been 15 days straight drinking whiskey and singing. It's fine when I'm dry and my head isn't spinning, but that just ain't the way that it goes down. Every time I ride down the alleyway, sun is shining bright, but I'm on the other side. Every time I try to stay a little dry, it's not easy to do when I ride the alleyway. And the shots bang bang, swear they're bigger here, and the scene, oh man, music to my ears. When the liquids flow and the atmosphere has a hold on me. Guess I could have tried to resist a little more, but I don't want to fight, just drink till I hit the floor. Don't really care if I seem more crazy than you're all, 'cause you know in time we'll forget about it all. And the shots bang bang, swear they're bigger here, and the scene, oh man, music to my ears. When the whiskey flows and the atmosphere has a hold on me. Together, you and I, drink until we crawl. What's the point in being dry? Drink until we crawl. What's the point in being dry?
Tonight's episode of Community Kitchen was proudly supported by the Royston Hotel, 12 River Street, Richmond.